Windows 10 is officially heading toward its end of life, and nostalgia is hitting hard. But is it really better than Windows 11? After spending a full week back on Windows 10, I discovered 11 things I absolutely love and hate about Windows 11. And the results might surprise you. Windows 10 is on its way out, and with it comes a wave of nostalgia. But the real question remains, was Windows 10 truly better than Windows 11? Or are we just remembering it through rose-tinted glasses? Because when Windows 11 launched in 2021, I made the switch. But to really understand the difference, I decided to pull out my old Windows 10 PC, run it for a full week, and compare it directly. And what I discovered was eye-opening. Because while Windows 10 certainly has its strengths, the reality is that Windows 11 has grown into a smoother, faster, and smarter operating system, with both wins and flaws that are impossible to ignore. So let's break down the 11 things I love and hate about Windows 11 after using Windows 10, starting with what's better. And number one has to be File Explorer. Because in Windows 11, Explorer finally feels modern, offering browser-style tabs that make managing files so much easier, allowing quick navigation, multiple folders open side by side, and faster copying and moving, which makes going back to Windows 10's old Explorer feel clunky and frustrating. Number two is the settings menu, which is now faster, smoother, and much easier to navigate, gone are the confusing old panels of Windows 10, replaced with a streamlined interface that saves time. Number three is a built-in screen recorder, because as someone who often needs to capture what's happening on screen, Windows 11 makes it effortless with the snipping tool and screen capture, while Windows 10 still feels outdated and complicated for the same task. Number four is OCR, or optical character recognition, because in Windows 11 you can instantly grab text from screenshots using the snipping tool's text actions, turning unselectable text into editable content without third-party tools. A huge time saver. Number five is the apps. Because Windows 11 now ships with powerful built-in tools like Clipchamp for video editing, Photos for quick image adjustments, and AI-powered Copilot for productivity. And while technically you can add them to Windows 10, their integration and updates are clearly being pushed toward Windows 11 users, which means the gap will only grow. Number six is speed. And while yes, my old Windows 10 computer was naturally slower, Microsoft's own numbers confirm that Windows 11 can be up to 2.3 times faster than Windows 10, and my personal experience certainly matches that, with apps loading faster, boot times shorter, and multitasking smoother. Number seven is security. And even though I didn't notice it directly, Windows 11 is significantly more secure under the hood, with better protections for user data, system integrity, and built-in safeguards against malware. And in a time when cyber attacks are increasing, that alone makes the upgrade worth it. But as much as Windows 11 impressed me, there are still downsides and frustrations. And number 8 on the list has to be surveillance and ads, because Microsoft is becoming more aggressive with data collection, personalized advertising, and pushing users to log in with Microsoft accounts, which can feel intrusive and unnecessary. Number 9 is the Start menu, which Microsoft moved from the traditional bottom left corner to the center, and while you can move it back, the floating look still feels awkward to many long-time users. Number 10 is the right-click context menu, which is now split into 2 layers with important functions buried in submenus, making it cluttered and less intuitive compared to Windows 10's simpler approach. And number 11, perhaps the most frustrating, is the death of Windows 10 itself. Because despite being used on nearly half of all PCs worldwide, Microsoft is cutting off security updates, essentially forcing users to upgrade even if their hardware isn't compatible. And while I understand progress must move forward, it feels unfair to millions of users. But after spending a week on Windows 10 again, the verdict is clear. Windows 11 is overall smoother, faster, more powerful, and full of features that make day-to-day computing easier. And while Microsoft still needs to fix some annoying design choices and tone down its obsession with ad accounts, I'd still pick Windows 11 any day. Because once you get used to its speed, its built-in apps, its smarter tools like OCR, and its modern interface, going back feels like stepping into the past. So as much as I love Windows 10 for what it was, it's time to put that old computer back in the closet, embrace Windows 11, and get ready for what comes next, because this new operating system is only going to evolve further with AI, better apps, and stronger performance. And that's why my conclusion after this test is simple. Windows 11 has its flaws, but it is absolutely the future, and Windows 10 is where it belongs in history. And with that, I'll end this breakdown, but I want to hear from you. What do you love or hate about Windows 11 compared to Windows 10? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with more tech insights, because this is TechVerse, where the future of technology meets your screen.